What you're looking at is my husband's herbal kit that he keeps in his desk at his office at work. And so he has had this kit for just over a year. It was about just over a year ago. I got the bright idea. I was like, hey, maybe you should keep some of these medicinal remedies that we use at home. Maybe you should keep them at work. That way he can treat himself while he is working instead of, getting sicker and sicker as the day goes on and coming home and being down for a weekend or whatever with sickness. So he's been doing this for just over a year. I think it has really helped him. He has not had any sick issues here at home, So he's able to just take care of himself while he's at work with what's in here. So I'll show it to you in a minute. But like I said, we started this just over a year ago. That was when I had originally got the idea and originally stocked this. It has not been back home in all the time until just last week when I remembered about it with, winter approaching. I was, making our own remedies here at home, and then all of a sudden I remembered about his kit. So I called him at work and I said, hey, bring that home so I can go through it and see, what I need to restock, if we need to add anything new, things like that. And now throughout the year, he has brought his own, he has restocked the teas and stuff because he does drink a lot of the herbal teas. But anyway, so I guess I'll go ahead and show you what's in it. Okay, so here in this first little zipper, we have several of these Ricola cough drops. We have, there's some Band-Aids, some alcohol prep pads, and then this is just a piece of paper that I had written up with all the things that are in here and kind of like what they do and how to use them, things like that, just for him. Okay? All right. So that's what's in that first one. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and start on this side. Okay, so this first zipper here is his teas. And like I said, he drinks a lot of the herbal teas. Okay, so the biggest bag is just a random selection, several different just flavored teas, basically. He just likes drinking flavored teas. So there's all kinds in here. There's orange spice, there's lemon ginger, lemon probiotic, French vanilla black tea, salted caramel tea, just all kinds of different ones, white teas, green teas, all kinds of different stuff. So that's just, he just likes to have something different aside from, water, or his morning coffee. Sometimes he just wants something a little different. So he'll drink these in the afternoon whenever he wants another cup of coffee, but he knows he shouldn't. Sometimes he'll grab one of these teas instead. All right, and also it's just a nice treat, and then especially during the winter when you're so cold, just have a nice flavored herbal tea to kind of warm you up. All right, so the next ones are the medicinal ones that I've made. Okay, so the first one here is just allergy help tea, and this is just some tea that I have made. It contains nettles, mullein, and peppermint, and there might be something else in here. I don't remember. I'd have to get my recipe thing out that I made. But anyway, this is just for allergies, mainly seasonal allergies. Okay, the next one is peppermint and echinacea. So he would just drink this, if he is sick or he feels like he's starting to get sick. And he really likes echinacea tea. I mean, I have to, he'll just come home, especially on the weekend when he's out, working on the car or something, and he's cold or something, he'll say, hey, I want some echinacea tea. And I'm like, are you sick? Do you think you're getting sick? No. Well, can you have a different kind of tea instead? Because you don't need to drink echinacea just to drink it. So anyway, but he likes the flavor of echinacea. And then the last one that he has here to keep with him is, I call it Tummy Ease. And it's just a combination of ginger and peppermint. So this will just help, with indigestion, your digestive system, gas, bloating, things like that. And he really likes the flavor of this too. Oh, and at work, he also has a bottle of honey that he keeps in his desk with this as well. So he has honey with his teas. Okay, so the next thing that he has is this is just some garlic capsules, and he has not had to take these. I wonder if they're even any good. Where's the expiration date? I don't see the expiration date on here. Okay, there it is. Okay, looks like they expired in 2018. Anyway, while they're dried herb, they'll still be good. But anyway, so, he would take these. He's not had to take these in so long now. This used to be our go-to thing for whenever he was getting sick or feeling under the weather. But he's not had to take these in forever, since he started drinking, the echinacea tea. So we used to not hardly be able to keep these things in stock because he would use them all the time, but doesn't need to anymore. Okay, so this is something else that he does not use, he has not used this in forever long as well, probably a couple years, but we still keep it in here just because it was bought for him and you never know if he may need it again. So this is hydrochloric acid. He can just use it as a digestive aid if he has an upset stomach or, sorry, not an upset stomach, indigestion or heartburn. Okay, so another thing in here is nose spray. Okay, so he has one that stays home and this one stays in his work bag right here. So this is just good. In my opinion, you should, do this every single day, at least once a day. But especially in the wintertime when the air is so much drier and, your nasal cavities can get dried out, which can increase your risk of a sinus infection. So that's good for that. And also, to help keep allergens and bacteria flushed out. All right. Okay, so there's still some aspirin in here. He has not had to take aspirin in a very long time. I wonder if this is even any good. Let me see. Okay, it expired in 2018. So, anyway, but we'll keep it in there. Okay, so aloe vera gel is another thing, and this is just good for, dry skin, bug bites, chafing, itching, things like that. Let's see, what else? Surely there's something else. Okay, there's one. Okay. All right, so here is some cayenne pepper. So this, this is something new I just added in his bag because, he's never, had an issue with a really bad bleeding wound or anything like that. But with his job, he has come across, accidents, things like that. But anyway, I thought of it. I'm like, you know what? I'll just throw some in here. You just never know when, you may get a deep cut or something that just won't stop bleeding. So he can just sprinkle this on a wound to help stop the bleeding. Okay, next, here's some activated charcoal. Okay, so this, you can just make into a paste and put on like a bug bite, spider bite, maybe a deeply embedded splinter, just to help draw out some impurities out of the skin. Okay. Next, we have some nettle capsules. These are just some capsules that I made up for allergies. So, if he feels like he has allergy issues, he can take, 2 to 4 of these a day, depending on how bad he feels. Nettles is a natural antihistamine. Okay, looks like the last thing in here is some elderberry tincture. Okay, so I made a pretty big batch of this recently, so I had enough to finally just give him his own bottle to take to work. Otherwise, he's not had this on his own to take to work because this is like gold for us. This stuff is amazing. So it's not something I'm just, unless I have a large amount of it that I know there's no way I will use all soon, I don't really want to give this up. But anyway, like I said, I had made a big batch of it, so we have plenty here. So he has his own full bottle, and this is a 1 ounce, I don't know, 1 or 2 ounce bottle. I'm not sure, I don't remember now. Anyhow, so he can just take this daily, to help, if he's in the office with his job and everything. So, if people are sick there, he can just take this daily to help keep himself healthy. Or if he is already sick, then, he can take this multiple times through the day. Just a second. Okay, I just wanted to show you the color of this. I don't know if you can see the pretty color of that or not. But anyway, it's just a really dark, pretty purplish color. I don't know. It's pretty stuff. So that is what is in my husband's herbal kit for his job. So, and you know, like he has, you know, in his office and even in his truck, he even has, you know, an actual first aid kit, you know, with bandages, gauze, tape, wraps, things like that. You know, he has all that. And, you know, as far as first aid goes, you know, he has his CPR and his first aid training and certification, all of that too. But this just kind of mainly started out as just his allergy bag, you know, a year ago or a little more. And so these are the only things that I added this time. But anyway, so yeah, that is what is in his bag. So maybe that might give you some ideas. You know, maybe your spouse that goes to work could, you know, take their own little herbal bag and have, you know, something to treat themselves naturally instead of reaching for, you know, the store-bought, you know, Benadryl or Allegra or the store-bought, you know, whatever kind of medicine. But anyway, so thank you for watching.